In this video, I'll show you how to reapply adhesive to your phone when you're putting it back together. Alright, so once you've taken your phone apart and you want to put it back together, you're going to need to reapply adhesive to your back plate or your screen so they can adhere back to your frame. Now when it comes to the adhesive itself, it's always best to use an original pre-cut adhesive that's made for the phone. This way you have a complete seal around the phone and prevent moisture or any debris getting in. Also, pre-cut adhesive would definitely make your job easier. Depending on when your phone was released, usually it takes about 2 to 3 months, if not a little bit longer, for adhesive strips which are pre-cut or made for your phone to start showing up online on eBay, Amazon, or other markets. Here are some examples of pre-cut adhesives for different phones. They're different shapes and sizes, as you can see. Some are thinner, some are wider. Now there will be times when you run into an issue that the pre-cut adhesive is not available or it's not made for your phone yet. And at times like that, you're going to have to actually buy adhesive rolls, which you yourself will have to cut strips off and customize it to the size of your phone. Now when it comes to rolls of adhesive, there's many kinds and sizes. I personally prefer to find pre-cut adhesive since it's much easier to use. It's already pre-cut, you don't really have to cut it down or customize it, and they tend to provide a stronger hold. But like I said before, they're not always available. So here are some examples of some adhesive rolls. This over here is a B7010. Here's a 3M300 LSE. Here's a roll of smartphone red tape. And here's another roll of unbranded adhesive. So again, these adhesive rolls come in different widths. There are many adhesive types out there, and to this day, I haven't been able to find one that's the most universal or works best, aside from the ones that are pre-cut and made for the phone themselves. Since each adhesive type is meant for a specific type of material phone, so whether it's a glass backplate adhering to a plastic frame, or a plastic backplate adhering to a plastic frame or a metal frame or vice versa, the type of adhesive you use will probably make a difference for how well it adheres to your part. One more thing to mention, the smartphone red tape does have a red color look, but it's just the plastic that's covering the adhesive itself. The adhesive is clear or transparent. However, there's different color adhesives like a black one over here or some light gray or dark gray colored ones. Most of the time, if I'm required to use a roll of adhesive, I'll probably use the 300 LSE since that one seems to be pretty strong and sticky. So before you install any new adhesive, one thing you want to make sure you do is clean off the old one and make sure there's no residue left over. You want to have a clean surface so the adhesive can adhere to it properly. If you need help cleaning off the adhesive or any residue, you can use isopropyl alcohol, and it's always best to use something 90% or higher, since it'll have less of a water mixture into it, and if it gets anywhere on your chips or board or anything like that, there's less of a chance that it will stay and not evaporate and cause you some problems later on. I'll also put a link in the description for isopropyl alcohol, which iFixit provides. Once you're ready to install the new adhesive, and if you have one that's a pre-cut one like this, you just basically peel off the cover, and then you'd line it up to exactly where the frame indentations are. And then you'd press down firmly on the adhesive so it applies to the frame of the phone. And then once you have it installed, you could peel off the blue part. And then you'd get your back plate and you'd apply your back plate. You'd press on it firmly for about 10 to 15 seconds and you'd be done. Now I'm going to take this one off because I want to show you guys how to do it if you don't have this. So if you weren't able to find a pre-cut adhesive for your phone and you have an adhesive roll, just cut a strip long enough for each side, and then you're going to apply the adhesive to the edges, making sure it overlaps extra to the outside of the frame. And then you can get a plastic tool or a credit card or whatever you want to use. And then you're going to press in on the indentation areas around the frame. And then make sure the adhesive is adhered. Then you get an X-Acto knife or a razor blade or something so you can run it through the indentations and cut the excess adhesive off. And then you can peel off the excess. Now make sure when you're putting your razor or blade, it's going actually in the indentation over here, which is between the back part and the border of the phone. You don't want to actually be cutting it from the outside of the phone and be slicing up the frame itself. And then you basically just do the same to every side. And then once you have all sides covered, you're just going to peel off the cover for the adhesive. And then you'd get your back plate and just install it. And then once you have it installed, you're going to press down firmly for about 10 to 15 seconds on each side. And with some adhesives, you might have to press down for longer periods depending on the material type of the phone and the adhesive that you're using. And you can always get some sort of plastic clamps or something you can put on the sides so it holds it down for you. Now this is the same method you can use for LCD screens or any type of screens that you're installing back to the frame of the phone. Those come with pre-installed adhesive usually if you order the part. If not, they should be available on the market. And again, if it's not available on the market, you're going to have to get a roll of adhesive and basically just cut it down and customize it to the size that you need. I hope this video helps those of you who are asking about where to get adhesive or what type of adhesive to use and how to install it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and click on the notification bell so you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Thanks again for watching guys, and I'll see you guys next time.